And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever 2 in the Season 2. And as you can see, Z here has just exploded in growth in the last, I don't know, since we are starting to move people around, it has really bounced out. Now, if we look at a nominate here, and we look at charts, you can see it's sort of a steady growth, very, very steady growth of industry and commercial, nice growth of residential, because we have one city, Cup of Coffee here, is actually doing very well. We have grown industry above and beyond, right? Now I would like to start growing the commercial of a nominate. And several episodes ago, we built a very expensive system, very expensive system to start building up on this. And we've got our lines now. Let's go to train. You can see our train lines here. So since I built these, they're just sort of costing me money right now. They're not actually moving any goods. So I mean, it's not millions. I mean, it's like maybe this station is 20 grand a month or something like that. So I would like to start pushing for some profitability here. So first things first, let's get some expensive stuff going here. I would like to look at tractive effort. That's pretty good. That's not good. Trying to balance tractive effort and cost, right? So this Russian class L actually is not too bad. Decent amount of power. I mean, it's no Bigboy, of course. Bigboy is in a class all its own. But, you know, 1,600 kilowatts of power, I have no idea. I really kind of wish that was in, like, I don't know, in horsepower. I don't know how you would, I don't know how to translate that into something that I know, right? I'm not familiar with that type of power. Or we could go diesel, go something like this, 800,000 a year, 1.1 million. Oh, look at that. It's actually a little bit better on the tractive effort, not on the power. We're going to need a little bit of power for this. So yeah, I'm thinking this guy here. And we're going to go a brighter green. I think that's kind of a bright green. Maybe not so bright. Maybe tone it down one. Okay, so we're going to add this lovely $6 million thing. Cargo, we need gondolas to move the grain. And this is 18 at a time. Eight of those babies. 144 capacity. $16 million. Set line, farm to food supply. Good. So now this, yep, already getting some grain. As soon as you put something on the line, you start getting it. That you could see that train coming from a very long ways away. Seems to be missing something under here. Is that really how this train was built? Maybe they're trying to cut down on weight. That's my guess. You can hit the camera mode and actually move the camera now. Yeah, look at that bridge. That's crazy. Wow, that is way steeper than I thought it was. Boy, he's gonna come roaring down that. Yeah, could you imagine oh man, the building process for something like this would be... No wonder it was so expensive. I don't know how else you would build this. I mean, you'd have to mold the land or something. There's something a little off kilter on the terrain versus train. Let's cancel this here. We got quite a bit of grain. Actually, we have a full load of grain ready to go. Already full load of grain. Loads up actually pretty fast. Now he weighs a lot. 435 tons. Yeah, normally I double up on my raw material delivery, but I want to get this up and running first. So, do we want to pull the trigger on our other train yet? Let's see. Take this and get him. What is his max speed? 50 is the fastest he can go. See if he can maintain that going up this hill. If it's graceful enough, he will be able to. Okay, good. Ooh. Go away. Oh, good timing, Mr. Autosave. $3.3 million for that little run. Not bad. Not bad profitability. So now we have some incentive to start consuming some of that. So this is going to be a dark green. Like I said, I want a big boy on this. $17 million. And then the cargo needs to be the box cars for food. So add $27. Let's go 29 million. I said last episode that I estimated it would be 30 million. 162 potential food. And it's a big boy. Oh, awesome. Mediocre power. Wow. Uh-oh. What happened? Passenger stop? Is that a passenger train? Did I derp? I derped, I bet. I did. I derped. No, I couldn't have. That is definitely a cargo platform. Okay. So this guy coming out here should be fine. I think the issue might be over here. It's saying I can't use stations and nominate. That must be a new change, because before it worked just fine. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something like this. Configure tracks, platforms, bulldoze. No. Okay. We still have connections for passengers, but now that should be able so let's look at our lines. Nominate food supply. I want them let's pause it. One, two, three. Why is it not seeing that cargo? Did not anticipate this issue. So how do we bingo. Ah, I was connected. All right. So it's like two different stations in one. And now we are good to go. So, this lovely train. Max speed is 75. Costing me an arm and a leg. But we should start seeing some demand over here. I'm hoping. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to work that problem if I want to deliver goods anywhere else. Still no. This guy's finally loading up some more grain. This is why I have the heavy hauling mod. Trying to unload the amount of grain that we have in here is going to be tough. And I'm going to stop this train. Still going to cost me money. But I would like to actually have something to deliver the first time I get there. So let's see if we can't speed this up a little bit. Because for some reason, even though it's got like there's none stored in here for some reason. I don't know where it all went. Unloaded, yeah. I don't know where it all went. Maybe the employees ate it. I don't know. But here comes another lovely $3 million bit of income here. Trying to offset, what is this thing costing me? Yeah, look at that. 4.6 million a year. Yowza. There we go. Our first food. Four food. We have 4 food being moved. Oh, nice. At least the next time we roll, it'll be a little bit more food. That's funny, 4 food. Okay, so let's speed her up. Let's take a good look at this train in action. It's a beast. Look at that thing. Crazy large train. And we should have enough income to keep this thing from making us go bankrupt. Very nice details on the train there. Like, you can see the rivets and that is a crazy large train. I think I heard that only like 6 of these were actually made or something, and there's only like 1 that's still operational, and then like museum, like there's a whole big effort to keep it going because it's so enormous. That's the only way to get it going. All right, let's fast forward here. Yeah, this is having to travel a very, very long ways. It's a true cross-country train. But I wanted at least some justification to build a big boy. Fast, very powerful. I'll end up adding more and more and more and more boxcars to this until we're moving lots of stuff. So yeah, not a whole lot on that first trip. 250,000 for 4 food, right? 250,000 for 4 food. So 250 divided by 4, you're looking at about 60,000, 60 to 70,000 per unit of food, which isn't bad. So yeah, we'll have to follow the charts. Commercial here, you can see it's low. This should immediately start to skyrocket. Let's look at how much food we have stored. We have 30 there. What do we see? You can see it sees 97 right now. And nominate wants 150. So this needs to get as close to 150 as possible for us to supply all of it. So that train's got its own long way back. All right, so here comes another load of grain. Decent profit on that. So this train should be, oh yeah, profitable, to say the least. And I'm hoping, yes, I'm hoping that this really starts ramping up. How we can store like 160 on there. So he's seeing 142 now, which is very, very close to our limit. Very, very close. There we go. Look at that. 102. I'm really curious to see. This should be like 102 times 60,000. That should be like 6 million? Is that right? That doesn't sound right for some reason. I don't know why. 60,000 times 10. Ugh. I hate when I hit the wrong button. Times 102. Yeah, 6 million. Roughly. So let's see. Let's see if it's anywhere close to that. See how my calculations, how accurate they are. I'm going to need to start beefing up passenger service as well. There he comes in. $6.4 million. Nice. Nice. And now our supply here is going to skyrocket. And that should immediately start seeing a bump in commercial, which should also reflect in passenger travel. So look at it. Nominate to us. And nominate to us. Yeah, we need to replace that train with something much beefier. Okay, so let's see. I want to pause this here. This train, manage. Watch this. This is great. This is so nice. Replace selected vehicle. Maybe we could use. Maybe we could go like Alco. 2.2 million a year. Maybe not. We want to apply the right color. And I think they would go well with well, that can go 117. No, I don't think this line is long enough. 112 miles per hour, 133 capacity. Oh, 20 million. Poink. Just like so, and the passenger's still on it. It's like magic. And then we need to upgrade the track itself. Manchester. This is not Manchester to Akron anymore. This is nominate to Os Express. It's one of my only trains that I actually named. Very modern looking train there. And only 3.6 million a year in cost. But now we can move roughly twice as many people. Not nearly twice. I could put one more car on that and still be good. Boeing 737, look at that. We can start like flying people around. Okay, so how much? 62 more. We're seeing 132. Now remember, once these guys get supplied, a year has to go by. And the supply gets used up. So you can't ship roughly more than one set a year. But Nominate is going to grow really, really fast. You can already see a spike in commercial. Already massive amount of commercial. Now I would like to possibly maybe connect or have a second train going along here, but as expensive as these bridges were, I don't know if we can afford it right now. I highly doubt we could. So not nearly as good as it was, but as a Nominate grows, as the city flourishes, you'll start seeing more and more and more demand. Like here's a commercial building going up now. This one grew. Yep. It's even better. It's glorious is what it is. All right. Well, I think we're going to be able to eke out quite a bit of profit out of this line. You know, that 6 million, remember that 6 million that we got? Well, yeah, this now it's cutting into a lot into that. It's a little over 4.5 million to run that train every year. So every little bit counts. This train is really going to be our moneymaker right here. We're doing at least two trips, possibly even 3 trips a year at 3 million apiece. So it's fairly glorious. Now we're at 72. Yeah, huge volume. What about this train? Oh, click on it. There we go. So we are maxed. So what are we going to get from this train? Not really any need to upgrade the track. It's not getting close to its max speed anyway. So I think the track is fine. 2.5 million. So that's just going to be that much better. And then I'm going to need to expand OS here, the station. I'm going to need to get this guy ready for prime time, especially if we want to start delivering cargo. That's going to be tough. It's going to require a lot of demolition of things. And how are we doing? Nominate to us. That is not this one, but this copy is got lots of people. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to redo the station a little bit. It's gonna be tricky. Because if I want to start delivering, let's say, more construction material up here and grow this city a little bit more, I'm going to need to do that by train. And I'm not going to be able to sneak in right in here. So yeah, I'm going to need to really refinagle this station. It's going to be tough. See how much we get for the return trip. Another 2.5 million. Nice. All right. Well, that is going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.